JAJ Pyrex and Ford. What's the connection? Hi there, Brian from Pure Pyrex. So some of the things that I really love about collecting the JAJ Pyrex I do is learning about all the different applications and areas that they produce their products for that are not your ordinary high street sales, like walking into the shop and buying the stuff. So a couple examples are promotional items, where a company has a range of products made by JAJ to promote their product. Another example is products that are made for the company themselves for their own use, like in their canteens and different applications just for their own personal use. Okay, so I'm going to give some examples of those and talk about them. So a couple of these items I've shown before in other videos, but these all fall into these kind of categories. So I'll start off with the Blue Band margarine promotion from 1973. Now, Blue Band was a company that produced spreads and margarines. I think they're a Dutch company, but they produced and sold all across Europe and the UK and stuff. So in this dish, I'm not sure if it came with the margarine in it when you bought it, or if you got it separately, like you got coupons or something like that and you sent away for it. Just not sure. But it does come with a glass lid like that. Super nice dish, really great pattern from 1973. So that's a Blue Band promotion. And then I'm going to talk about the Rington's tea. Now I showed my this is called Tally Ho, the pattern here at Rington's, and there's an original box there for some of the. And now the Rington's Tea and Coffee Company, they're around since I think 1907 or something like that. It's an old company, but in the early 60s, I think 61, they started selling the Tally Ho pattern. They got JAJ to produce a whole range of tableware, casseroles, you name it. You can get everything in the Tally Ho pattern. And I think because the Rington's company started expanding their products into like chocolates and giftware and stuff like that, they also started selling these glass dishes. So they got JAJ to produce them for them to sell in their own packaging and stuff like that, as you see here in the box. And another item that Rington's Tea did as well is this one-off, it's a 2-pint easy grip casserole. It's called Old England, or they call it ham as well. And I've showed this one before a few times. But that's a one-off dish in the one size only, and that's a Rington's Tea promotion as well. So another thing, and I've showed this one before, this is one that was done in Australia. JAJ produced this Blue Daisy oval casserole, and the reason I have it upside down in the photo here so you can see the Nestle's, it's for the Nestle's tea pattern there. Okay. That was done in the early 60s as well for in Australia. The next one I want to show is, let's get that over here. Now, the Haig Whiskey Company is a Scottish whiskey company. Now, they produce a dish. Now, this isn't one of them, but that's the size that would be. So I just put that there to show you the size. I don't have one of these, so I'm just showing the photo. I think it's in 1962 or somewhere around there. They did a promotion for the Haig Whiskey Company with that Haig in every home. And these could be used for like ice buckets or something for your bar or something like that. So that's pretty cool. So those are all kind of promotional items that JAJ produced for companies. Now the other aspect is, like I said, is things that they produced for companies to use for themselves. And this one here, I think I have another picture of a different one. Or do I have it here? Yeah, there it is there. So I have, this is a picture of a wee sugar bowl in this. Oh no, sorry, that's a different one. Back it up. My mistake. Okay. This one here is a K, it has a K and an R on it. Now, I've showed this before in a different video. Asked for people to send in any feedback if they know anything about that pattern or anything. I still haven't learned anything about it. I believe it's probably a restaurant or some kind of a coffee shop or something. Probably. So it's the only dish I have in that pattern. But I have seen other ones before. And I thought I had a picture of that there, but I don't. Okay. So another one I've seen recently is this organization called NAAFI. It's Navy, Army, Air Force Institute. It's some kind of an English or UK support institute for the armed forces and stuff. And these dishes here, I just recently saw. Now it's a little bit blurry, but there's a tea set, a plate, and a cup and saucer with that NAAFI logo on it, and I did had a zoomed in picture on the thing there. So that's pretty cool. So they produced these dishes. JAJ produced them for this organization to use in their canteen. So that's something, I'll be looking out for those. So another one I saw is this company here called Linton's. Now at first I thought it was a restaurant or something. There's a whole bunch of dishes and cups and things for this company, Linton's. I did a bit of research and I found out they're actually a caravan. They made traveling caravans. So, and I don't think, even though it was in the 60s, I don't think that they probably put these dishes in the caravans to sell, although they might have. My suspicion is that these were for the Linton's offices, probably for their own canteens there. But I could be wrong. Anyway, I'd like to find out more about that. So, but the last thing I'm going to talk about, and that's this pattern here with the F on it. And I have an example here. And this is one of the most exciting things I want to talk about, because I just recently found these. And you see I have a big stack here. I found 12 of these, right? With this really cool red bars and the F all the way around. Now this particular dish I had seen before, and I'd saved the photo, and I dug back into it again and saw that they say that this particular sugar bowl came from the Dagenham Ford factory canteen in London. So then I looked at the F closer against some Ford logos, and sure enough, it's definitely a Ford logo. It matches the early Ford logos, or the one from around the 60s, early 60s. Anyway, so I saw this set of plates, stack of plates, at a charity shop. Snapped them up immediately. Got the whole lot for £6. Like I think it was 50p each. It was on each one of them. So I could not believe that. And I know that there was a Ford plant here in Belfast, down in Dunmurry, that had closed. I think it closed in the early 80s or something like that. So my suspicion is that these possibly came from the canteen from the Ford factory in Dunmurry here in Belfast. So, and I did post these on Reddit, and I got some good comments back from people, not just Pyrex collectors, but Ford collectors too, people who are into Ford cars and stuff. So it's a really good crossover collectible, and I really, really love them for Ford and Pyrex people. Anyway, there you go. Promotional things and items with logos on them for companies. Thanks a lot.